Hi guys. So I was watching Tati's video this morning. I think that's how you say her name. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. But I absolutely love her. And she did the perfect palette tag. And this was something that I wanted to do, but I totally forgot about it. So in watching her video, I was inspired to do it today and get it filmed and get it up for you guys. So here's the perfect palette tag. And I'm just going to look at my phone at the questions because I did not write them down. Now, the first question is, what is the best packaging? To me, and I know some people are going to disagree with me, but I think that the packaging for the Naked 2 and 3 is the best packaging, especially for travel. I think that this hard case, in my mind, it protects my eyeshadows better than if it was in like a softer case or even in the casing of the Naked 1. Next question is, what is the best color payoff in a palette? I'm going to have to go with the Lorac Pro palette. There is not a shade in this palette that I do not love. Every shade is super pigmented. The top row being all mattes, the bottom row all shimmers. I can't say enough good things about this palette, and this palette to me has the best color payoff. Next question is the most versatile palette. Now, I think the most versatile palette is my huge e.l.f. palette. I don't even know how many eyeshadows this is, but this is their neutral eyeshadow palette. And I think it has every neutral shade that you could even think of. And you can create so many looks with just this one palette. This is the most versatile palette that I own. Next is the best for travel. And I think best palette for travel, hands down, is the Lorac Pro To Go palette. Not necessarily because of the packaging, because again, I'm partial to the harder packaging, but because everything is condensed in one palette. You have the mirror, you have the eyeshadows, light to dark, and then in the bottom here, you have the two blushes and a bronzer. And it's everything you need to add color to your face in one compact little palette. So I think that that alone makes this the perfect palette for travel. Next is my biggest regret. Now, I do this to myself every year. I buy these holiday sets and then I find that I don't use them, but I buy them because they're in a holiday set and I have a slight addiction to palettes. Biggest regret is this Tarte holiday palette from like 2 years ago. It's huge, first of all. It opens up like this and you've got a bunch of shades. I mean, a lot of these shades are really pretty, but I find that Tarte shadows on the whole are hit and miss, and there's a lot of these shadows that I like that I have dupes for in other palettes or in singles that I could have completely forgone this whole bulky palette. Biggest regret. Next is the best color names. That's gonna have to go hands down to the Kat Von D Spellbinding Eyeshadow book. I love the names of these shadows. You have names like Holy Bible, Arcadia, WTF, Countless, Fallen, Cry Later. They're just names that, like, I'm gonna apply some stupid autocorrect to my crease. Like, they're just cute. They're cutesy names and they make me smile whenever I read them. Least used is the next one. The least used palette for me is gonna have to be the Urban Decay Vice 2. I put this in my products I forgot I purchased video, and that happened for a reason. These colors are beautiful. I just don't reach for it. I don't know why, but I don't reach for it. And I'm really gonna have to like start using these palettes, but again, I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with it. I really like it. I just don't reach for it at all. And the last question is most used. Now, when deciding which palette I was going to pick for this, there were just two that I could not decide between. So I'm going to cheat a little bit and just say both of these palettes. I mean, both of them. That would be my Naked Basics palette and the Naked 3 palette. And that's it. That's it for my perfect palettes tag. I tag all of you to do this. It's so much fun. It was so much fun to go through my palettes and see what I had and see what category I would put whatever palette that I was picking up at that point. I don't know. I like doing it. I think it was fun. All my contact information will be below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.